So one big part of yogic practice is to create awareness and more consciousness about what's going on, basically. And there's a practice called second attention. And that simply means that you are an aware being, stays as a kind of second attention always present in the back of your head. Meaning you go through life, you do whatever you want, or you do a yoga practice and you do asana, and still there is a layer that is aware that there's someone, that you, which is awareness, as we found out yesterday night, that you are there doing that. So there's this second layer, second attention layer of awareness. I am here, and this is my body, mind doing this. Maybe we can embrace that a little today. Maybe I remind you a few times to drop back into that layer and then come back to that experience of I'm fully here in my body and doing asanas or breathing or something like that. So this technique is called second attention. Just having the slight feeling of, yes, I am aware, I'm here. You can close the eyes, find a comfortable upright seat. We start with a few rounds yogic breathing. May you remember that from the pranayama workshop. I'm happy to guide you through it again. For that, please exhale everything out. And inhale first into the belly. You may even want to place the hands on belly and chest. Fill the center of the body and then fill the top, the chest. And exhale everything equally. Draw the navel in. Inhale first, filling the belly, lower belly, mid, rising up into the chest, up until the collarbones. Exhaling everything equally out and slowly. And find your rhythm to inhale in those three parts from the bottom to the top and exhale everything equally. If Ujjayi, that ocean breath, is something accessible for you, use that to guide the breath more steady. And open those spaces in your lungs and in the body through that breath. Open the front side, but also guide the breath into the side body, the side ribs, and the back body. Keep the breath through the nostrils, in and out. And allow yourself to take those deep, full breaths, almost as drawing or inviting the mind to come into present body experience. Three more conscious rounds. After the third round, relax the breath. Come back to an involuntary, natural breath. But drop back into that feeling of I amness. I'm present, I'm here, I'm aware. Keep that in the back of the head while inhaling to lift the arms overhead. And exhale to lower the hands back down to the sides of the body. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale to lower down. Keep that Ujjayi breath present. Inhale, lift. Also lift the heart at the same time. Exhale, lower down. Now inhale, lift. And bring the right hand to the front and the left to the back to find a twist. Maybe you want to ground the hands onto the floor and the opposite knee. And turn the head over the shoulder too. Keep breathing here. Hands rising back to top, turn back. And exhale, left hand forward, right hand back, twist. Maybe using the hands to support on the floor and knee. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale to gently twist deeper. Inhale, lift arms, rotate back. Exhale, right hand to the floor and left hand over your head. With the next inhale, stretch the side body open. From here, gently turn the heart towards the sky. The left hip presses down into the floor. So there's breathing happening, but there's also this observer that knows I am breathing. And then there's the body receiving the breath. Inhale, both hands back to center, finding the other side, find your depth. And once you have that, turn the heart up. Ground the hip bones and return to breath awareness. Opening new spaces. Inhale back to center, lower down the arms. Now walk your hands forward, come onto all fours and into child's pose. Lift the palms off the mat and just have the fingertips touching like little tippy tents. And breathe into the shoulder blades and into the space behind the heart. Keep that conscious breath while placing the hands back down on the floor. To inhale and come up into tabletop. To exhale, find your way back to child's pose. We going in and out. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Next one, inhale, come up and even further forward, gently opening the front, lowering down the hips. And slowly going back. Everything all right? Inhale even further. Open the front. Heart wants to go forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Last one. Now in child's pose, turn the thumbs up and inhale to rise into kneeling. Exhale, come back down, child's pose, hands touching last. Inhale forward. Exhale, child's pose, turn the thumbs up. Inhale, rise. Strengthening the lower back. Exhale, fold. Inhale forward. Child's pose. Last one, turn the thumbs up. Let's meet in tabletop, all fours on the ground. Tuck the toes, inhale to lift the knees off, just hovering above the mat. Keep breathing. Look at the edge of the mat. Keep the neck long and press gently into the shoulder blades. Good, exhale, release. Extend the left leg back and turn the heel down on the floor so it's parallel to the end of the mat, and then lift the left hand up. If you want, lift also the back leg up and balance here. Good. Foot back down, find tabletop. Extend the right leg back. Ground the heel down, lift the right hand. Maybe even the back foot. Foot goes down, find tabletop again. Again, left foot, the other one. And this time lift the foot and the opposite hand forward. Now feel into your lower back. If that's collapsing, then lift it slightly up. And now with the exhalation, hand goes to the side, foot goes to the side. And inhale back to center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. One last, all together. Good. Find your tabletop on the floor. We're going for the other side. Right foot to the back. Left hand lifts. Lift the lower back. Exhale, open to the side. Hand to the left, right. Foot to the right. Inhale back. Open. Back. Open. And last one. Open to the sides. And find your way back, tabletop. Good. Cat-cow movement. Tuck the toes first. Start cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, look to your navel and draw the hips forward in. Find your own rhythm. Inhale and exhale. And just drop back into your second attention. Who's doing that? There's the I amness. That's all witnessing. Body moving, body breathing. Beautiful. Find a neutral just for a second. Lift the knees off and do the same again. Cat-cow with hovering knees. Good, relax. Play a little bit with the hips. Make circles with the shoulders. Just be a little playful, explore spaces. Be spontaneous. See what the body likes. And then find your way to sit on your heels and bring the hands forward to rotate. Other way, other side. And grab the air. We want to warm up the wrists a little bit. Hands going to the side. Going up. And forward. And slowly but very articulate. Spread the fingers wide with each grip. Nice. Okay, release. And find tabletop again. This time hands a little bit wider and a bit forward. Tuck the toes. Feet hip width apart and find downward facing dog. Arrive here. Maybe you want to pedal the feet. To stretch here and there a little bit. Find stillness for a moment and find your breath. Just one sweet breath. And now inhale forward into plank pose. Lower the knees down and make kind of a push-up, slowly lowering to the floor. Engage in the same way back. Push yourself back up. Go to plank pose and back downward facing dog. Inhale forward, ripple through the spine. Knees down to the floor, lower slowly down. And same way back up. Plank pose, downward dog. Good. Lower down both the elbows, forearms on the floor. That's called dolphin pose. And walk your feet just ever so slightly forward, closer to the elbows. And then push very strongly into your hands and come back into downward facing dog. Very nice. Both heels going to the left side. Stretch the hip and the side body open. Heels onto the floor. Good. Both heels to the right side. And coming back to center, walking forward to the front of the mat. Maybe grab the elbows, swing here a little bit, hang, let the spine find its first deep forward fold. And very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way up into standing. Roll the shoulders back and down. Gently tuck the tailbone in. Lift the heart. Chin back. Close the eyes. We're flowing with closed eyes through a sun salutation. Very slowly though. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bend the knees and find your hands on the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Knees down. Find the floor. slowly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Be that one that knows there's breath, and be the breath. Bend the knees slightly, look forward, step to the front, inhale, half lift. Exhale to folds. Inhale to rise into standing. Exhale, hands to the heart or the side. So rather than having yourself lost in the outside world, that's why we close the eyes. We want to feel the inside world. How does a sun salutation feel if we are not kind of seeing it? One more with closed eyes. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Find the floor. Inhale, long spine. How does a long spine feel? Exhale, step back, plank pose, lower down to the floor, slowly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Bend the knees, look forward. Make your way to the front. Exhale. Bend the knees slightly, inhale, rise up all the way. Hands to heart. Pause, feel. How's the heart rate? How's the breath? Good. Blink the eyes open. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, fold down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg off the mat. Lift it up. The next exhalation, place it in front of the mat. Inhale, rise, high lunge. And now open the arms and ground the back heel into a warrior 2. I want you to, on the inhale, magnetize the feet towards each other. Imagine you drawing them closer. On the exhale, you draw them away from each other. You want to rip the mat apart. So have this very gentle internal activation. Inhale together, exhale apart. Then ground the front elbow onto your thigh. The other arm goes to the side first. And draw the shoulder in or the arm into the shoulder socket and then lift it over your head. Parshvakonasana, extended side angle. Breathe. Breath is flowing within awareness. Body is shaking, struggling, heating within awareness. Look down in front of you and make a little step with the back foot forward to bring the hand down or on a block to find a half moon pose, to lift the back leg off. You can do it with block, without block. You can touch the floor, you can hover. Bend the standing leg, find your warrior 2. From here, extend the front leg and strive with the front hand forward. Okay, find your warrior two again, bend the front leg. Inhale, extend the front, shift the hips and strive forward. Forward, forward, forward. Good, bend the leg, warrior two. Last one, extend the front, strive forward, 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 and now bring the front hand down onto the ankle and lift the other one up to the sky. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Look down, maybe bend the front leg and place the hand onto the floor so you have a stable base, and then lift the front leg to the back. Side plank. Maybe you want to even lift the top foot off. Very nice. Both hands finding the floor into a plank and into a downward facing dog. If you want to pause, stay here or find child's pose. If you want more, inhale forward, ripple into plank. To exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Come back into down dog if you're in child's pose. And inhale the left foot up. To exhale, find the front. Stable base. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. And already opening to warrior two. Magnetize feet on the inhale. Exhale, push them into the ground. Your gaze is to your middle finger in the front of you. And you're allowed to sink a little deeper into the front leg, actually. Good. Inhale, extend the front leg. And exhale to bend it. Bring the front elbow onto the front thigh. The other arm sidewards. Draw that shoulder in and then lift the hand over your head. Hi, just choose a mat. There's one here and one there. Look down. Gaze in front of your foot and place your hand just a little bit in front to lift the back leg, finding that Chandrasana, half moon pose. Do you have yoga experience?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe go down dog and stay there for 5 breaths, so to warm up the body a little. Bend the standing leg like a cat, finding your warrior two very silently. Inhale, extend the front leg and strive forward. Good, bend warrior two. Inhale again, front leg extends, lean forward. Open the hip here, shift the hip back. Bend the leg, warrior two. Inhale, last one. And now find your Trikonasana, ground the hand on top of the ankle and extend the other one to the ceiling. You want to create more space in the lower side body, the side body that faces the floor. That wants to be long, so the hip goes back and the shoulder or the armpit goes forward. Keep breathing. Look down again, maybe bend the front leg slightly and bring the hand down to the floor to lift that front leg and place it to the back of the mat, into a side plank. Beautiful. If that's too much, you can bring down one knee to the floor. If that's not enough, you can lift top leg. Slowly, hand goes down, finds the mat. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. If you have enough, child's pose. If you want more, flow through a vinyasa forward. Chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog. Inhale, right foot upwards. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, foot back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Rest that knee on the triceps. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Isn't that beautiful? Good. Inhale back. Exhale, find the front again. Next inhalation to rise up, high lunge, and open to warrior two. Okay. This time extend the front leg and bring both feet parallel to each other. Hands to the hips. Inhale, imagine you grow tall, toes slightly facing inwards. Exhale to fold forward and find the hands on the floor. First of all, I want you to have them placed on the floor or on blocks and lengthen the spine. You want to pull the fingers towards your hips so the spine, the crown can grow forward. Once the spine is long, allow yourself to sink as deep as possible and bring the hands between the feet. Now you round the back at some point, just ever so slightly, and you draw the stomach muscles together to deepen that posture. You can use a block and rest your hands on a block as well. Good. Halfway up, extend the arms and bend the feet. So now you want, like sitting on a big horse, walking the hands forward and the buttocks back. So you really bend the knees as much as possible with a long, straight spine. And remember your second attention. I amness. It's having the experience of a body being a little bit in trouble. But that's okay for I amness. Good. Walking the hands back, keeping the legs bent and slowly finding your way into standing. This time I want you to point the toes 45 degrees out and bend the knees into a squat halfway down. That's called goddess. Opening the arms to the sides, spreading them wide, or cactus arms. Inhale, extend the legs, extend the arms up. Exhale, find goddess pose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, extend. Bend. Stay here. See how consciousness can enjoy even that shaking. Beautiful. Release that. Bring the hands to the hips. And turn the front foot towards me. Both feet towards me. Bend the front one and frame the front foot to step back, downward facing dog. Pause here or inhale forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Push up and further back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to left, triceps. Let's make a pause here because it's so comfortable. Oh, we can also slowly slower down the knee towards the wrist, not touching the mat, and inhale to get it up. Okay, shoot that back leg. And with the next exhalation, place it onto the front. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. We're back. Inhale, extend the front leg. Bring both feet parallel to each other. Good. Again, 45 degrees outwards, the toes. And bend the legs, goddess pose. Good. What we do now is bring the hands together, diamond shape, thumbs and index fingers touching. It's not the index. Is it the index? Doesn't matter. And now shift the weight to your back leg. So extending the front, shifting the weight to the back leg. Yes, that's Skandasana. Either stay here or slowly lower down. Lower down. Lower down. Inhale, come back up. You're going to the other side. Shift the weight to the left. Maybe stay here or lower down. Lower down. Lower down. Beautiful. Other side, one more time. This time, help yourself with the hands on the floor to lower into the deepest version of that posture. You can even use a block and sit on that block. Breathe. Who's having this experience here right now? Good. Ground your buttocks down to the floor. Sit. Okay, take your own foot into your right hand, right foot, right hand. And get it a little bit pressure, so your hand draws the knee backwards and your foot gently pushes forward. So you play with that a little bit, opening the hip here. And now you want to change, take the other hand to the foot. So you have the right hand free and the right elbow goes underneath the thigh and sits on the floor. Yeah, kind of that. Now you can go up and down with the foot a little bit to stretch here. Good. Let go of that foot and place both hands down on the floor. That's your pose. Or you lift the buttocks off. That's work. You can also lift the other foot. Good. Relax. Good. Have this position. Strive forward right hand and wrap that hand around the leg. Maybe you can grab, maybe not, that doesn't matter. You want to straighten the spine as much as possible. Just be here. Deep hip opener. Maybe even close the eyes down. Have a body experience. Internal body experience. Beautiful. Release that. Extend the leg. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, lean forward. Keep the hands up, just for now. And allow the weight to take you further forward. Good. Inhale back. Bend that leg again and help yourself with hands or without hands back into Skandasana and into your goddess pose. I know it's a tough class today. And then shifting the weight onto the other side. Diamond shape hands. Find your way, maybe help with your hands to slowly find the deepest version of Skandasana without pushing. If the heel lifts off, no problem. If you need a block to sit on, no problem. If you are quite upright, no problem. And lower the buttocks down, sit. Left hand, left foot. We just play a little bit to open the hip here. Push the knee back, push it forward. I like the sounds. Change. The other hand grabs the foot. And the left one goes underneath the thigh, the hamstring. And now open and close a little bit here. Okay, if you want to play, bring both hands on the floor, lift the buttocks, strengthening the core muscles. The whole hand is on the floor. If not, just place the foot down. So left arm is on the inside. You strive forward, the knees facing to the sky, and then you wrap that hand around. Maybe that's everything that is. It's a deep shoulder opener as well as a hip opener. Or maybe you want to find a bind, lengthening spine. It doesn't matter where you are, not even who you are, just that you are. So remember that. I amness. I amness having this experience. And then there's the mind judging it as so and so. That's all right. Release. And with the help of the hands, extend both legs. This time you want to go a little bit further, deeper. So inhale, lift the arms, lean forward. Maybe have the knees slightly bent. And then lean forward. This time you're allowed to place the hands on the floor. Walk the hands back. Find an upright seat. Bend the left leg and find your way back into Skandasana and transition to goddess pose. How your body can do it. And from goddess, lift one heel and place that heel back down, lift the other heel. Good, maybe lift both heels. Brilliant. Back down, extend the legs, relax. Face the front foot towards me and the back foot as well. High lunge, framing the front foot with both hands. Step back, downward facing dog. We almost made it. Either chill here, find child's pose, or inhale, ripple forward. Bring the knees down to the floor. Push up. Push back up. Good. Plank pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Well done. Inhale, right foot lifts. We are almost there. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Now, left elbow goes to left hip. And come back up. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up. Knee to nose. Inhale, foot up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Rest here. Right elbow finds right hip. If you're there, come back. Downward facing dog. Ground the knees down to the floor. Find child's pose. I have the feeling I don't go further today. But even that, consciousness allows. Good. So sit back up and have a block. For most people, the block is necessary, not for everyone. So sit on that block and turn the heels on the outside of the hips. Maybe that's your position. If you don't need a block, you can even sit on the floor. Makes it a bit more intense. It's an inward rotation of the thighs. So the counter movement of what we just did, opening the hip, rotating it out. If you want more, you can lean back. If you want more, you can go on your elbows. Keep the knees kind of together. And if you want more, you can lie down on the floor. Find your version. There's no need to lie down or to go into the deepest. And return to breath awareness. Good. Move out of that pose. And sit on your heels just for a second. To then swipe the buttocks to the right. Sit one cheek butt on the floor and place the feet on top of each other if that's somehow accessible. Ish. Good. Now look to the feet and we want to twist into that direction. So one hand goes to the knee of where the feet are. The other hand goes behind you. You find a gentle twist here. Feels a bit weird, but that's how it should be. Now look forward. So neutral head, and bring the ear, the right ear, is that the right? Yeah. Right ear to your right shoulder to also stretch the neck. Gentle, slow belly breathing. Why do we stretch in yoga? One reason is to also free the nadis, those energy channels in the body, so they can flow better, more easily. So let the breath reach spaces which were not accessible beforehand. Better prana flow, more happy life. Let the head go back to center. Look forward first and release. Twist to the other side just gently, and then find your way back into center. Same on the other side. Hips go to the left. Place the feet on top of each other. Find a stable base. One cheekbone is up. That's all right. Then look at your feet. That's the side you want to twist to. Right hand behind you, left hand to the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find that twist. Doesn't need to be the deepest version. Just invite your body and then settle in. Once you found your twist, bring the head back to neutral, kind of forward. And then left ear to the front shoulder. So also the side of the neck gets a stretch. Steady breath, second attention. First the head goes back, then release and sit back onto the heels. Forearms on the floor, set the feet back, low plank, and slowly lower down. Find your way onto the belly, relax here, maybe make a pillow with the hands. I want you to lift the right leg and internally rotate, meaning the heel facing to the outside, and then place it back down. Lift the left leg, heel turns to the outside and place it back down. That creates a bit more space in the lower back. And from here you can start to wiggle the lower back, medium speed from side to side. From where you are, place your elbows underneath the shoulders, fingertips facing forward. It's called Sphinx pose. Tuck the tailbone in, draw the navel slightly in, press all the 10 toes into the mat, and now imagine you magnetize the elbows towards the hips. That's creating length in the navel region and length in the lower back, and the heart strives forward. And at the same time, you press the shoulders down into the floor. It's an active pose. Good. Lie the belly down until the lower ribs touch the floor. Find a way where they touch, and once they touch, you kind of make a little pillow and place your forehead onto your hands. Keep kind of the lower ribs touching the floor. And now just between the lower ribs, the solar plexus point, that's where I want you to breathe into. So you almost want to push the floor away with every inhalation. That's called diaphragmatic breathing. So let the breath go a bit slower, more full, and guided. Good. Release that. Turn onto your back. Give yourself a hug. And unfold to shavasana. Let the palms facing towards the sky. And all the fingertips are free. They're not touching anything. It's kind of spreading the fingers once and then relaxing them. The toes falling kind of to the outside. So the hips are relaxed and open. Imagine with every exhalation there's a ripple of relaxation traveling through the body. And especially the jaw relaxes. The face and the jaw relaxes. You give in and you surrender. You drop back. Out of the content of experience into awareness, just resting awareness. Return your awareness to the breath. And travel with breath and awareness from the feet to the head, through the body on the inhale, and from the head to the feet on the exhale. Now travel from the ankles to the head. Inhale up, exhale down. From the knees to the head. Inhale up, exhale down. From the bottom of the pelvis. Inhale up to the head, exhale down. From the navel to the head. From the heart to the top of the head. From the throat to the top. And from the center of the brain to the top of the head. And now from the center of the brain to the point between the eyebrows, and rest awareness there. And repeat internally the mantra Om just a few times. Om at the forehead. Great, relax. Very nice. Introduce some movements in toes and hands. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Let the inhale become more big and full, and maybe with a stretch together, and sigh out on the exhale if you want so. And if you're ready, maybe hug yourself or roll from to one side. And eventually find a seated position. To harmonize the body and also to align body and mind, and to get more clarity, let's chant a continuous Om just for a minute or so. Meaning, we chant an Om, and if you run out of air, you just start again, and so it will become an ocean of Oms. And you chant it from that point where we just focused, the point between the eyebrows. So imagine it emanates from there. Chant it in your own tone and as long as you want, and start when you run out of air again. So please inhale, exhale completely, and inhale for this little Om practice. Om. One more round with just mouth closed. Let it fade out and repeat it just silently internally at the point between the eyebrows. Let that go as well. And simply bathe in the after effects. The body loves to have a humming that harmonizes the body. And remember the second attention of for last time this class. Feel into the I amness. The I amness having an experience of this body-mind. If you want, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Namaste.